Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney alongside Isabelle Lee, and we're joined by our old friend, Anurag Rana, Senior Tech Analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence. Anurag, a lot of news is going to be coming our way from your tech space. I'm going to start with Microsoft. Can you give us a summary of update of what's happening with this software cyber breach here? It doesn't seem to be impacting the stock that much. What's Microsoft saying, if anything?
I think the news is out. And frankly, apart from the one big breach last year where CrowdStrike really got hurt, these breaches typically don't have that big an impact on the stock, frankly, because, it's a small portion of the one particular application. And, I think the news story is far bigger than what it has an impact on the stock. In fact, if anything, people will be more inclined to buy Microsoft security products to protect themselves down the road. They would be more inclined to move more workloads to the cloud to make sure that the online version of the software was not impacted. So if, it just sells by itself, some of the security products and these breaches, obviously not a good headline for the company, but these things do happen quite a bit.
How is the cloud business looking like these days? I feel like it's one of the main drivers of growth for many companies, from Amazon to Microsoft, as we're talking about, to most of the big tech giants. Is the competition becoming more fierce, and is there a leader emerging in this space?
See, the leader was always AWS, but frankly speaking, over the last 2 years, Microsoft has really narrowed the gap because of its OpenAI relationship. They are the only company who's really seeing the biggest benefit of, all the searches we are doing in ChatGPT, because OpenAI runs primarily on Microsoft's cloud network. So when they report next week, we are expecting a big number coming out of that AI contribution. So Microsoft, I think, is the bigger beneficiary right now amongst all the bigger vendors.
It's interesting. Is it worth investors ranking kind of who are the big cloud players, who are the big AI players? Is it worth it, or is it better just to say, AI is going to kind of be all over the tech stack, and I just got to be long tech? How do you think about really getting quality exposure to that theme?
Yeah, when you look at cloud, I think all the top four vendors will flourish and flourish well. I mean, that would be AWS, Microsoft, Google, and then Oracle after that. So all four will make a lot of money. Then you want to dissect each one of them. Within this group, Microsoft is the one that's seeing the current direct benefit, and that's because of OpenAI. The other two, whether it's Amazon or Google, will start to see more and more revenue flow in because of the applications people are building on their cloud platform. And then lastly, on the Oracle side, they are benefiting in another part of cloud, which is more on the infrastructure side, where they're getting a lot of money or future funding from OpenAI to create their data centers to help train the model. So each one is slightly different, but I would say, as you mentioned, the total basket should do well over time.
You cover tech, and next week is a big week for those companies and beyond. Tech behemoths are expected to deliver nearly 15% of profit growth and robust demand for AI, and that's compared to the virtually no growth for the rest of the 493 stocks. Are you watching anything, any specific company you're excited about? And you mentioned you're looking at cloud, but is there anything else that is factoring in your outlook?
So there's going to be two elements of it. One is the cloud, the AI side of spending, and the non-AI side of spending. What we saw from SAP and Infosys, and then Tata a couple of weeks ago or so, that the non-AI tech spending is under pressure. People are not spending as much because they are not sure how the tariff-related uncertainty is just playing out. So they're seeing a delay in closing of deals and everything around it. But on the AI side, we anticipate strong, results from Microsoft, for example. So there's a true dichotomy over there between the two vendors. The third thing that we are watching is actually what happens on the margin side of things, because a lot of these companies are investing very heavily in AI. Because of that, their margins are going to get squeezed. And for that, what we think is going to happen is they're going to take reduction in force, either through not hiring at the same pace that they have been, or basically laying off a portion of their workforce in order to counter some of that pressure. So those are the three themes that we are most interested in right now.
Anurag Rana, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it. Anurag Rana, tech analyst, Bloomberg Intelligence. Anurag Rana, Mandeep Singh, those are our two senior tech analysts. They manage our global technology research effort for Bloomberg Intelligence. We have close to, I think, 20 analysts covering technology on a global basis, a lot based in Asia, based in the U.S. and based in Europe. And that's the way you have to cover it, folks. Tech is an all-encompassing sector. It's the biggest part of the S&P 500, and you have to have the complete coverage. And we do on a global basis, I think, the best tech research on the street with the best data helping them to inform their research.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.